What's good, ladies and gentle bitches? Welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing? More FIFA 18 Burnley FC career mode. This is part 15 of the series, and we're starting the FA Cup fixture. We're starting with Holgate at right back, interested the 400 and Pozuelo in the midfield, Goodmanson, Lopez, and Sinclair lead the line. Sinclair obviously back from his injury recently. Good to see him back on the field, playing against Bournemouth in the FA Cup at home, which is good because I've mentioned before, playing Bournemouth away is a problem for me. If you're wondering why the series has not been up on the channel for 3 days, it's because October is here. There's a whole bunch of new games dropping, and I'm trying to cover as many of them as I can on the channel. So if you haven't seen it, if you haven't noticed, we got a whole load of new games up on the channel, a whole load of sick games as well that I'm excited to start playing. Walkthroughs. In case you didn't notice, this is actually a walkthrough channel. It's not a FIFA channel, it's a walkthrough channel. So yeah, there's a lot more stuff than FIFA on the channel. Check it out if you can. I mean, it would help out a lot. If you don't like it, you ain't gonna watch it. I mean, it's that simple. But you can see we're putting a whole load of pressure on Bournemouth early on in this game, and Lisandro Lopez getting close to getting onto the end of that header back towards him. Bournemouth come forward for their first attack of the game. Jordan Ibe has the ball. He's going to eventually put it into the box. And Hinman puts it into the back of the net. What is... I was about to say his first name, but it just didn't come into my head. What is... Emerson. The Emerson Hinman, or Heineman, whatever you want to say, puts the ball into the back of the net. Nice little midfielder's run right there, finding his way into the box. That delayed type of Lampard, Yaya Toure type run into the box. And he passes it into the back of the net. It's a nice finish from him, putting it away, beating Heaton on the counter attack. Like I said, we started off better, but going behind to Bournemouth, not great. We're trying to get ourselves. This is obviously the quarterfinal. We're trying to find ourselves into the semi-finals and get ourselves a date at Wembley. You see right here, we're trying to get back into the game. Straight from kickoff, Holgate plays it into Pozuelo. He dumps it off to Goodmanson. He chips it over the top to Lisandro Lopez. And straight from kickoff, we get ourselves back level. 100% passing for us. 66% passing for Bournemouth. And you see, the way we worked that was absolutely beautiful. Again, straight from kickoff. You saw it. You saw it. You saw us take kickoff, move the ball forward. Beautiful interchange passing. That's a beautiful dink over the top to Goodmanson. And we defended quite poorly for their goal, but they defended just as poorly for ours. Lisandro Lopez had so much time and space inside the box. He could have taken a touch, but he hit it on the volley, and it's another volleyed goal with his weaker foot. Well, he just doesn't know what a weaker foot is, if I'm completely honest with you. Finding the back of the net with it, he does not know what a weaker foot is. Jordan Ibe on the ball there for Bournemouth, taking a shot with his left foot. I mean, maybe he knows what a weaker foot is, because he wasn't able to hit the target, the young former Liverpool winger. And we come forward again. 51 minutes on the clock now. Alejandro Pozuelo plays it into Lisandro Lopez. He finds Hendrick coming forward, and he forces a good save out of Asmir Begovic right there. But you see right here, for some reason in this game, my capture card decided to just stop recording, and I didn't realize until the very end of the game. So the rest of these highlights are going to be taken from the end of match highlights. You see, 75 minutes in, we were able to take the lead through Scott Sinclair scoring his first goal for the team, even though it came by fortunate circumstances, because it took a huge deflection and just, bobbled over Asmir Begovic. Very fortunate. Bournemouth came forward. They crashed a shot against the post. Real fortunate for us. We got fortunate on the other end to score the goal. We got just as fortunate for them to miss the target right there, as we did pick up a win. And we go through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup, which is going to be a live episode. I'm going to make sure that's a live episode. We've had I don't know the word, a forgiving route to the semi-finals, I guess, if you want to call it. We had obviously Brentford, Oldham, Bournemouth there. The first game we played was against a relatively weak side as well. So, coming into the semi-final, though, it will be against, I believe the teams left are Liverpool, Chelsea, Everton, and Manchester City, if I am correct. I could be wrong. And obviously, there was us and Bournemouth as well. I could be wrong. I'm missing the team. I don't know. I don't know. Forgive me. But there are still some strong sides, what I'm basically saying. But live game, our first date in Wembley will be up. Not the next episode, but it will be the episode after today's one. I'm going to try and get back to daily episodes. There should be an episode up tomorrow. and another one after that, which will be the live FA Cup game. But we're playing against Chelsea, as you can see right here. Obviously, you should remember, opening day of the season, we beat Chelsea 2 or 3-0 we beat them as we got off to a really good start to the Premier League season. We then fell into some very, very poor form, and now we gotten off to a bit better form, which is getting us around mid-table now. But Chelsea continue to come forward and put pressure on us. We come forward for our attack now. Defoe gets the ball. He plays it down right-hand side. Goodmanson coming in a familiar position. He's denied by Courtois. Christian gets it off the line, and Courtois is able to pick that up. 77 minutes now. Chelsea coming forward again. We go defensive as the ball is played into Diego Costa, but it's a little bit too late. As Azpilicueta, we obviously went defensive while Chelsea were already all-out attack, because Azpilicueta is in our box. And that only means that one thing, that the opposition have gone all-out attack. And Azpilicueta dispatched of the ball pretty well as he was unmarked in the box. And Tom Heaton can only make so many saves before the ball actually passes him. And we did lose that game in the Premier League against Chelsea. Right here showing the season objectives. And oh my God, that was... my bad, bro. That was quick when I didn't even have time to look at it. But you see... Well, summary is we are doing pretty well with our objectives. Financial one was season tickets. Not season tickets. We needed to have 5 consecutive home matches selling out. We've done that. We've got 6 in a row. We've only just done that recently. Obviously, earlier on in the season, we were on some pretty poor form. It's hard to sell tickets when you're on poor form. But now we have accomplished that. We had another financial one, which is to increase... Look at that pass from Defoe, though. Like, I just have to look at that pass from Defoe into Pozzo. He goes around his man, gets into the box, plays it to Sinclair. He goes around his man, and he's denied by a brilliant save from Joe Hart. What a goal that would have been if Joe Hart wasn't there to deny us. But like I was saying, another financial goal, a long-term financial goal. They want us to increase the club worth in 3 seasons. So obviously we won't be able to do that. Mid-table finish is what they want from us. Obviously, we are looking good to get that as we take the lead here at the London Olympic Stadium. I almost said Upton Park, but my bad. My bad. Y'all ain't there no more. Brilliant goal. It's a nice delivery from Robbie Brady. And Ben Mee, rushing to that near post and scoring again. I believe that's his 3rd goal in as many episodes now for Ben Mee. Getting himself on the score sheet often, as we go and take the lead against West Ham United in the penultimate game of the episode. Lanzini right there, a player I love in real life. Not having a great season, but crashing a shot off the post. And we come down the other end, and we're a lot more clinical as Alejandro Pozuelo scores the 2nd goal of the game, doubles our lead, and gets us in a comfortable position right now. Obviously, the game is by no means put to sleep, because we're only 35 minutes in, and a 2-goal lead is very, very easy to give away in real life and in the game. But Joe Hart is not happy with his defense. You can't blame the defense. You need to put some respect on our attack. Like, we are playing brilliant football of recent, and I really feel like playing Pozuelo in attacking midfield as well as Defoe done for us in attacking midfield. Playing Defoe and Pozuelo together just gives us that extra creativity going forward. I really like it. We've dropped Jack Cork recently, and what we lose defensively, we gain offensively with Pozuelo. But Pozuelo getting into a good position again there, being denied by the post. 72 minutes in now. Defoe finds Lisandro Lopez, and if we're going to win a game, Lisandro Lopez has to be on the score sheet. He had a brilliant game, only just got on the score sheet. He had the assist for the Pozuelo goal, of course. The man is on fire. What a signing. What a signing. Obviously, early on in the season, before the transfer window, we held a poll. Who is the most important player to our team? There was Defoe, Ben Mee, Barnes, Heaton, and Hendrick was on the list. And Defoe won it by quite some margin. But if it was done after the transfer window, you got to think Lisandro Lopez would have had to win it. It would have to go to Lisandro Lopez. The guy's been so crucial since scoring on his debut to pick up the 3 points against Liverpool. He's been outstanding. But 83 minutes in, it's a devastating injury right here as Holgate goes down, holding his knee. I don't think the actual injury was to his knee at all, as Lisandro Lopez gets man of the match again for a 2nd game in this episode. You can see Holgate, for some reason, was holding his knee. He's dislocated his shoulder. I don't know why he's holding his knee. But he's going to be out for 8 weeks, which means that is his final game for the club. Obviously, we have him on a short-term loan. which means he's going to leave the team a couple weeks before the end of the season. And that's annoying because like I've said before, as Bamford goes up to a 74 overall in training, I've said before about Holgate, I've really enjoyed using him. And you could tell because recently, in recent episodes and matches, he's started, he's become a starter. He pretty much took Matthew Loughton's position in the squad. I like him. He's solid. He's pretty all-round. I do like him. And as he's going to return to Everton, maybe at some point in the series, we will bring him back. Obviously, we got El Abdellaoui joining us on pre-contract next season as Loughton comes back into the team, start right back. Zambrano gets a start at centre-back. Jack Cork comes in midfield, defensive mid. And Mason Mount gets his first start for the team in attacking midfield. Woodburn starts on the left-hand side. Goodmanson on the right. And Lisandro Lopez up front. But as I was saying, it's Holgate. I mean, at some point, we've got El Abdellaoui joining the team next season. So we don't really need... I mean, Phil Barsley, we might think about letting him go next season. Matthew Loughton is still there, but I can't, it's really annoying because I did enjoy using Holgate. I really did. And I wanted to use him until at least the end of the season. Maybe we'll loan him again next season. I don't know. We'll see how our team is looking, how much money we have, stuff like that. What positions we really need to improve. As we get into a game again against West Brom, my former career mode team. It's going to be beautiful. I'm going to enjoy it every time I have to play against them. But they did get off to a good start as they put the keeper under a little bit of pressure twice there. Well, a few times already. Chadley finds Hal Robson-Kanu down the right-hand side. He puts a brilliant ball into the box. West Brom are putting pressure on us as Jay Rodriguez should have put that into the back of the net. Now it's Morrison volleying and he's denied only by Matthew Loughton on the post. Good volley, and I feel like that's gonna hit the back of the net. Maybe hit the post, but again, denied by the post. Pozo trying to dribble his way out of trouble. Should have just got rid of it. Morrison again playing it out wide. Matthew Phillips into the box, and Robson-Kanu misses a sitter. That's why you didn't play for me in my series. But now we're coming through. Overstad onto the left hand side. Woodburn gets it, takes it to the byline, crosses it back post, and Lisandro Lopez again. The man, the myth, the legend, getting in back post, picking up all 3 points in a game we stole from West Brom. They dominated us all 89 minutes up until Lisandro Lopez came and took the game for us. And he scores his 7th Premier League goal of the season, only after joining at the transfer window. If he'd been with us all season, he'd be top scorer, especially like I've mentioned, the top scorer in the season hasn't got many goals. But you see right here, West Brom trying to play out the back. Lisandro Lopez robs it off and ball roll into the box, and Lisandro Lopez doubles our lead and his goal tally for the game. His 8th goal of the Premier League season. West Bromwich Albion capitulated after they dominated us and just put us under so much pressure. And this just shows how far we have come. Player of the Month is announced, and Ben Mee gets it. We've had good defensive performances, turned it around, and he's been getting on the score sheet. I mean, what more could we ask for? We're scoring more goals. We've got a goal scorer who's banging them in. We're defending better. We've got Player of the Month. We've climbed up to 11th. We are not getting relegated this season with only 6 games left to play. I mean, what more could you ask for? Lisandro Lopez got another man of the match, by the way. It's the Lisandro show. It's the Lisandro show. And we've signed him to a 1-year deal, obviously, in the transfer window. Let me tell you, spoiler alert, we are negotiating with Lisandro Lopez for next season. I want him at the club next season without a shadow of a doubt. The guy, even if he's going to be on the bench, if we try and bring in a better striker, even if he comes off the bench, I have no doubt he could be a super sub. Boy, he better sign that contract. I might even start negotiating with him next episode. I might try. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you look out. Like I said, if you got time, check out the channel page. Have a look at the walkthroughs, see if you enjoy them. They're funny. I mean, I toot my own horn. I'm a funny guy. I'm funny as hell. We're playing Evil Within and Shadow of War at the moment. Both games on the hardest difficulty. I'm beating my chest because I'm about that life. I play every game on the hardest difficulty. Well, I tried to play every game on the hardest difficulty. Some of them games ain't even got difficulties. I still don't understand how these devs make games and don't put difficulties on them. But it is what it is. Like I said, check them out if you can. If not, Just return tomorrow for the Burnley career mode. Love you guys. Thank you for all the support on the channel. Peace.